welcome back to my page. This is 365 days of writing a short story every day until I become a better storyteller, artist, and writer. So on day 15 was the outline, and the outline was very unstructured, messy, no punctuation, no words. It was just my pure thought, my pure idea written down on a piece of paper. Now today we have the rough draft, and it's a little more polished, it's a little more clean, it's a little more attractive. It flows a little better. It's not as jagged. Basically, what I'm getting at. And yeah. So with this, yeah. So like I said, with stories on, I do two versions. The first version is the outline. Second version is the rough draft. So if you want to see the outline, go to day 15, like the rest of the videos. So on and so forth for every video on this channel. So without further ado, oh yeah, day 16. Without further ado, rough draft for gold is waiting. A dark brown liquid boiled viciously within a thermomechanical pot. Battered cutlets filled a metal basket, swiftly being doused into the water-like substance. Receipts were pinned underneath several paper baskets, padded with a thin, cloudy sheet. Multiples of the most Multiple orders of the most popular menu item were always the easiest to prepare. Excuse me. A line cook worked fast, lifting freshly fried chicken tenders and curly fries, clamping four golden pieces at a time with his tongs as he dressed each basket. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's cold. The staff is well adapted to this chaos. The staff is well adapted to the chaos of this environment, developing new attributes. For instance, the spatial awareness comparable to that of a house cat, balancing balancing large trays of food without dropping a single thing, coded language to signal unruly customers. And the cherry on top is their chameleon like smile, suppressing their true frustrations and hiding it in plain sight. Excuse me, man. It's cold. It's like below 30 degrees today. They deserve more than a check. They each all deserved an Academy Award for Best Dark Comedy Actors. Eat a Burger was one of the best restaurants in the state of Chicago, located smack dab in the middle of downtown. There were always rush hours, especially in the springtime. This week, Melissa worked wait staff as well as the actual position, which is as well as her actual position, which is cash register. One of the senior waiters had been recently fired after a distraught couple spat in his face, and he broke the husband's nose. His service is held in high regard by the staff, becoming an urban legend. Making her way from the subway station, Melissa treaded zipping through the early morning loop commuters. Almost everyone that passed her towered over her. Guess that's why Yes, that's why she rocked a huge afro. Her job is within a couple feet. She jammed a she jammed a matching blue hat on her head, compressing her hair. uh, she what was that? She jammed a matching blue hat to compress her hair. A metal keypad requesting an access code sat on the edge of the door. She tapped the button 6 times. The lock made a twisting and cranking sound. She pulled on the door, entering the building. With the switch of the light chasing away the dark silhouettes, she entered the break room, placing her bags inside of a locker. The back door snatched open once more and stepped the manager, Mark, and the head chef, Luis, gabbing gabbing away about last night's playoff game. Luis entered the break room, acknowledging Melissa, removing his belongings. Hola, chica. She sarcastically grimaced. Hola. The locker door slammed shut. What's the matter? Are you not ready for the week of bullshit? They shared a howl. Soon after this encounter, the rest of the staff arrived. The establishment fully opened at 9 a.m. In walked the first straggler of the day, wobbling towards the register. There's an invisible stress meter hovering above each customer's head. Likewise, a patient meter hovered above hers. Docking at the menu items for 10 gawking at the menu items 10 minutes gawking at the menu items for 10 minutes to the customer was an eternity for the workers. She stood completely still, not making any subtle moves. She's dealing with a potentially wild human being. At last, his mind was fully made up, slightly leaning up against the counter. I'll do a egg, bacon, and avocado on a toasted Hawaiian roll, please. Simultaneously entering his order as he uttered it. Sure, anything, abruptly interrupting her. Does it come with cheese? Each menu item listed every ingredient in parentheses. His face was famished. He yearned for an altercation. He needed to extract dominance no matter how small his eyes, void of any form of light, read, go the extra mile for me. She averted she averted her gaze towards the menu. Yes, we have three different recoiling his beer keg of a belly from the counter. He mouthed no, then exited. Her patience dwindled slightly. Nevertheless, the next batch of customers entered. Hours later, it was break time. Out back, leaning up against the wall, she took a drag from a blunt, softly inhaling the fumes. Suddenly, a passerby spotted her from the crosswalk, switching her trajectory towards Melissa, who's still lost in thought. Hey, do you got a light? Mid pull, she waved the woman over, pulling out a fancy pulling out a fancy extendable from her purse. She pulling out a fancy extendable from her purse. The gear scratched and the flame was drawn. She took a few poised hits. Her slim shape resembled an hourglass. Her skin can be likened to polished obsidian. With calm eyes, she thanked Melissa. Extending her hand, she introduced herself. Nice to meet you. I'm Fantasia. What's your name? Melissa Melissa clasped her hand. Likewise, I'm Melissa. Fantasia paced and Fantasia paced in quiet circles, studying Melissa the way a sculptor studies marble, already visualizing the dress being fitted to her form. Her pacing stopped in front of Melissa. You're gorgeous. Those kind of words energized her to an unbelievable level. She couldn't believe such a woman would even consider her appearance as appealing. Me? No, you. Your face is literally perfection. Fantasia leaned up against the wall. To be working in the food industry again builds character, no? Melissa giggled in disagreement. Her parents, her parents insisted that she got a job to help out with bills. I've been here for 3 years now. I'll be able to pay for classes soon. Staring off into the distance, exhaling a cloud of smoke, she twisted the cigarette against the brick wall. Embers cascaded to the ground. You're still young. Life is about taking chances and accepting brand deals. Digging into her purse, she pulled out a burgundy business card with gold lettering that read, "The Alluring Modeling Agency." Clasping Melissa's arm, she pulled her in. Then striding off, as if everywhere she stepped was a catwalk. Think about it, she uttered. The break had come to an abrupt end. Back into the swamp she swam. The annoying munching, chatterings, and utensils scraping plates scurried throughout the restaurant. The ordering shelves were already stacked. It was time to morph into a waitress. The kitchen was a jungle. The chef's roar was heard as the swinging doors slapped back and forth. She snatched a receipt down to confirm what order went to what section. Three family meals, three family desserts, table of 15, section B. The flames of the stove screamed. The dishwashing machine rumbled, overloaded with plates, cups, and utensils. Cashiers Cashiers restrained the urge to pounce on a smug guest. Skating on pure adrenaline, she maneuvered through her coworkers' incoming collision. The second waiter hoisted the tray above his head. Melissa wedged through the narrow crack by the skin of her teeth, reaching for a food reaching for a food stand, sliding it under her armpit like a handbag, sliding it on her arm like a handbag. An order coming out. The chaos halted as she backed out of the kitchen, navigating through the dining room. Her table spotted her. One customer mouthed, "It's about time." Suddenly, a chair shot out in front of her. Time warped. The room blurred. Plates shattered mid-air. Food painted the carpet and her leg twisted, trapped in a chair. Her co-workers came to her aid. She looked around at the mess, then back up at the customers. Their gaze was cold and unforgiving. Disapproval bled through their eyes. "Wow, that's great. You had one job." Her meter fell to zero. A glossiness welled up in her eyes. Next, the manager arrived to take the extra work off her hands, granting Melissa another break so she could cool off. The rush had finally died down. The last of the stragglers exited. Maintenance began cleaning. Melissa sat at the table with her headphones in, still noticeably upset from earlier. Unexpectedly, one last customer exited the restroom, marching towards her as the maintenance alerted that the establishment was now closed. "I am so sorry about earlier. I had a serious call. I didn't see you there." And don't listen to that asshole either. Those people don't matter. Anyway, I got something for you. Handing over $200 in gratuity. Oh, and you dropped this earlier. It was Fantasia's modeling card. The golden lettering, "Shine softly. Thank you. I really appreciate this." Day 16, man. Um, yeah, I like day 16, man. I'm feeling a little better, but it's another brick to the ladder till I gain success. It's another step up the mountain. Yeah, nothing is for no reason. What you focus on, you draw to yourself, and this is how you improve yourself. Day 16.